started. Let's go live on AMS. And I think we're on all the channels. Hello. Is it me you're looking for? Probably not. But I'm here, and that is what's most important. Thank you. I can't hear the cheers unless I listen to it. So, and of course with the boos too, so they're booing me right now. So, there we go. Hello. Mute. Hello. 4 more. Spell that right? Press IP. Well, if I spelled it wrong, you're going to notice it. 125. We've got a minute 25 before we get going. We're going to talk popular tech, and I forgot to grab some. La 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 la. Got it. Now we've got 42 seconds left. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, wherever you go, just say hi in the chats that proceed wherever you are. I appreciate that. Let's have a drink. All right. We are going to dive into this subject like no tomorrow. Bring that closer. Get a little closer. There we are. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. Hope you guys are having a great day. And we're going to get started here in 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's dive. Hey everybody, Jeffrey Powers here from Geekazine, Think Magazine, Put in a Geek. You got me, and today is Wednesday. Wednesday is the popular tech. Yes, the popular tech that we have here on Geekazine. So basically, find socials right there. They're going to disappear. Go like that. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching. We do this every single Wednesday. I've been playing around with the times, and I think I'm going to settle here on 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 p.m. Central, and that's noon Pacific. So we got a lot of great deals. We got a lot of great steals. We got a lot of great cool stuff. And we're going to be showing off, of course, all the Prime Day stuff and all the popular tech for June 16th. Now, this is stuff that I found on the pages that you guys have been purchasing. This is stuff that you've been purchasing from my pages, stuff that I've talked about, and a lot more. And of course, we're going to have some Father's Day ideas because that's coming up this Sunday. So go ahead and get that. We'll get that ready. And then, of course, it's Prime Day. It's Prime Day. It's coming right next week. Yeah, that was okay. So feel free to ask questions if you're over on Amazon.com/live watching there. There's a chat there. Chat away. Tickety, tickety, tick, 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 ticking. If you're watching from Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine, carousel's down there. Or no, it's over there. And it's down there on live. And of course, if you're watching from anywhere else, you got to get over to Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine. If you're in the UK, hey, I have a shop over there at Amazon.co.uk/shop/Geekazine. And I also have one in Canada, Amazon.ca/shop/Geekazine. So many different ways to support the channel so I can keep the lights on, because we got some really cool stuff coming up here very soon. And I think I can talk about this now. I made all the plans. I'm actually going to be speaking in Florida. And because of that, Jennifer wanted to take me on a 50th. And it's Disney's 50th and my 50th. And Disney's 50th and my 50th, and it's crazy. So I think that's 100 right there. Boom, just like that. So anyway, we'll be doing that, and of course, I will be preparing, and I'll be preparing with you guys. We're gonna be doing some Geek live stream. We're gonna move to the geek end of things. On Thursdays, I'm dedicating to geek stuff, and Disney Geek. That's gonna be one of them. Boom, shakalaka. So we'll be having some fun right there, and much more. But we got to talk about some popular tech here, and of course, we're gonna start with this because I just got this thing. I talked to a couple people. I'm on a daily call where we talk about audio-visual stuff, and somebody came out with a microphone and had these bad plosives. Now, if you don't know what a plosive is where the capsule and the microphone slams together to the point where you hear these pops in the audio, the poo poo like that. And I'm not doing it because I don't want to pop out anything. So they have what are called pop filters, and that's this little circle with a little piece of cloth in it, usually somewhat see-through, nylon-ish type things. Sometimes they're made of steel. Depends on what type of pop filter you get. But what they do is when you talk, it's like it takes the wind and it'll break it up. So when it hits that capsule, it doesn't hit it with the full force of all of them. It separates it out, so it's easier for that capsule to vibrate through. So I can come up here and I could say, Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers while Sally sells seashells by the seashore. And that will help on it. Now, looking at this pop filter, it needs to come out just a little bit. It needs to be about 3 to 6 inches away from the microphone, because then it gives the microphone time to that separation to happen. Now, keep in mind, you have pop filters and you have windscreens. This is an SM57, and inside the SM57, if I unscrewed this little capsule part right here, the screen, there would be an actual windscreen on there. So it's normally covered with a windscreen. Some people put another windscreen on there. Windscreen is meant for wind. So if you've got, like I have a fan blowing over there, if I had it blowing more towards the microphone, the windscreen will capture that wind sound and disperse it. This is a pop filter. So this is meant for the plosives, the Peter Pipers, the Sally Sells. Cutting that up. Now, normally, since I have this angle, I normally talk forward to you guys. So therefore, my plosives go here. But it's always nice to actually have it, especially if I start talking like this. Then you get the idea. Get it? Got it? Good. Awesome. So, but anyway, so I purchased this. I looked at a few of them, and relatively low price. Relatively low price. It is a great gift. If you know anybody that podcasts or anything like that, this is a great item to get them if you're not exactly sure. The best part about this one is this holds many different dynamic microphones, like my SM58 here. Any type of handheld microphones, that shock mount is there. And of course, if they're musicians, these shock mounts can help with stand noise and stage noise and things like that, because they're on this rubber band system that holds the microphone in the middle. So if I start doing this shaking the mount, I don't know if you can hear any of that, but you might hear a little bit, but not as much as if I just had a regular mount on there, regular clip on there. And of course, it's easy to put multiple dynamic handheld microphones on. When you get to the bigger microphones like your Heils and your Rhodes and things like that, that one probably won't work as well, but it's great for any type of, if you're doing any type of in-studio recording with dynamic microphones, you're putting that onto a stand that points to a guitar. So an SM57 is most likely what you're going to have there. It works really well on that. And that way, if you've got a very noisy stage, as in just plywood underneath, and when you walk, it bounces. Well, if you walk and it bounces, on the stand without a shock mount, of course, because that's what it's called, without that shock mount, you could probably hear that in the microphone. And that shock mount helps reduce that noise. Now, SM58s and SM57s already have great noise rejection, which means that if I'm holding onto the mic, you can barely hear the fact that I'm holding onto the microphone. Some of the knockoffs, if you hold on the microphone, you'll hear me moving around the microphone. And that's what I like about SM58s is they don't do that much. And so I use this, and I'll use this for live streaming. I'll use this for podcasting. I've been using this one for a while now. I do have some regular. I can't think of that. I can't think of it. It's not dynamic. It is cardioid microphones. There we go. That I'll use every now and then. But this SM58's been doing so well. I just haven't had a need to take it off the rack here. So, but a great microphone. And if you want to kill your plosives a little bit, that's a great way to do that. So you can check that out. And of course, it's a great deal. It's in the carousel right now. I just finished this up. You might have seen me do these unboxings and these things, but I don't know if you noticed this, but this is a brand new pair of glasses. I got a brand new pair of glasses. Yeah, they look a lot like my other ones, which were Ray-Bans. But they are a little bit wider. They're more circular. And what's really cool is, and I have it in the other, hold on a second. I'll be right back. This really cool. I have this is the first year that I've seen these, so they might have been out for a year or two, but magnets have been really, really good in keeping things together, and that's what these clip-ons do. These clip-ons are for these frames. So basically, I can pop them on, and I got clip-ons, and no annoying clips on the side, no thing that gets in your field of vision. And the best part is it caps right around the glasses, so it looks like a regular pair of sunglasses. And it's got a good reflection. It's got a polarization to it. The sunglasses do. So when I'm out, I was mowing the lawn this morning, and I was wearing these, and the sun was coming down, and I wasn't feeling like I had to cover my eyes. I was also wearing a hat, but yeah. Anyway, that's where this comes in. This is the IQ. The vision check, and it's a little device that you actually put onto your phone, and you call up the app, and then you go through the settings. So basically what happens is there's two little lines in this eyelet thing, and we got to take the little piece of paper, whatever, off here. This is sticky right here, so it's very important not to lose this. And on the other side is the optics for what would show on your phone, which is basically a blue and a red line that shows on your phone. When you put it onto the phone and you strap it down, you look in here and you'll see the blue and the red line. And the idea is to merge them together till you see nothing but a yellow line. And then when you're done with that, you do one eye at a time. You do, it's like 9 stations, so the lines will be like this, and then it'll turn a little bit, and then it'll turn a little bit. It'll do that 9 times. And then you'll do the other eye 9 times. You'll do the test about 3-4 times, maybe 5, 6. I did a lot of times. A lot of times to make sure that it worked. And then you get your reading of what you had. Also comes with what's called the PD test. And that's these pair of glasses right here, which is pretty cool. I like these so much, I almost got myself a pair in this color. But you'll see little T's right here, and right here. And when you call up the app, it takes a picture, and then it tells you there'll be crosshairs on the pupils, there'll be crosshairs at those 3 points. And what you do is you fine-tune to those 3 points. I got to look at the camera. I can't look at me because everything's a blur right now. Look. I'm poking my eye out. No, don't boo me. Don't boo me. What? Anyway, so yeah, where was I? Oh yeah, the T's and the crosses, you just kind of line them up, and then that's gonna give you the PD rating. And mine's 61. So that means when they make the glasses, they'll make it for that rating, and then they come in and they don't look all cross-eyed. The other cool thing about this is, during this process, you then order, after you get your eyes checked, you then order a pair of try-on glasses, and they look like little Harry Potter glasses, but they are if they work for your prescription, you keep them. So I have another spare set of glasses that they're not scratch resistant or fog resistant, or they don't have any of the blue blocking or anything like that. They're just a pair of glasses. But if I need to, if all else fails, I have this try-on pair to use as a backup. And so I'll definitely do that. I'll have that in a bag just in case if these glasses break, the other glasses break, then I have those as a good backup, which is pretty cool. So, but anyway, the IQ Vision check smartphone vision test for iOS, for Android. So it doesn't matter. Of course, if you've got an iPad, it doesn't work that way, unfortunately. But they have a few things over on the IQ store. So we'll just click on the IQ store. So they have different types of vision checks options. So for different types of things, like for instance, your Tracker Plus to check your vision tracking. This is the Vision Tracker Plus Insight bundle, and where you strap the phone around there. And then, of course, the PD check. If you are ordering any type of glasses online, you can do the PD check, and you got that information to give to them if you have your prescription from your actual optometrist. So many different ways to go. That's all from IQ, and that's pretty cool tech, and great to have there. And I love these glasses. I'm going to probably get another pair of glasses, and I might just get something like this. You never know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. So, all right, let's move on from there. Let's get into some of the popular tech, and of course the Father's Day ideas. Father's Day ideas. Let's dive into this. All right, we're gonna start with the Works Zip Snip cutting tool. As you know, I'm a big fan of the Zip Snip cutting tool. I love this thing. This is awesome. It is a dial and a little blade right here, so it's sharp. So parental guidance if you're cutting, but this thing cuts open everything. They have like a little package back there. Those plastic packages. Those are super hard to get into. If you're doing any type of cloth, whether it be, I shouldn't probably do that, but leather or fabric, a thicker fabric. If you're doing any type of landscaping, you know, that fabric that you stretch out so the weeds don't grow, you can do that. Cardboard. This is why I got this thing. I get a ton of cardboard. Do it this way. I get a ton of cardboard I have to cut. In fact, last Thursday, I went through the bi-weekly purge, because basically they recycle every other week. And when you recycle, you're supposed to, a lot of recycling says you have to have your cardboard so many inches by so many inches. You have to break it down that way, which means you have to get out the knife and start cutting it. Well, I can take this, and whether it be a thicker cardboard or a smaller cardboard, you might have to put a little bit of force to it, but hold down the button, push down this piece, as you can see, as you can hear, it's going. Now, I found out a new use for this, and that was because today, when I got this, I got it in one of these. And if you've ever tried to open up this bag, it is perforated, but I always have a hard time doing that. I'm always looking for scissors, trying to get this thing open. Well, now I can just go like this. Got to hold it somewhat firmly and bring it in. And it's open. Look at that. This bubble wrap-ish looking Amazon stuff. It's easy to do. Once again, firm grip. Don't get too close to the blade. This still can cut you. And then just hold down the buttons and go like that. And you could do a lot of sharing. I've been doing some crafting for a different project. Throw that over there. And it's really nice. Use some cardboard to do it. If you're making cardboard forts, this is a great tool. You start it off with cut a little bit in the knife, and you can make the window really easily with this thing. The only thing that I highly suggest is it's easy to veer off with this. So just kind of keep in the pattern, and you're good to go. This zip snip is it's amazing what you can do with this thing. So it is the Works Zip Snip cutting tool for fabric. It can't do wood. It cannot do wood. But maybe a balsa wood, possibly. I have never tried. But I have a very big box out there. You're because hey, we know Prime Day is coming. It's coming. Sha. And it one thing that you might get is TV. We're going to talk about a TV that you can get for Prime Day. And yeah, you want to cut down that box. You don't want to put the box out there on the curb because that kind of invites people. Says, hey, that guy got a brand new TV. I wonder what else they got over in that house. So you cut it up into squares. You use the zip snip to cut that thing up, and I'll cut it up. That's going to be a video in a week or two. I need to get that video done. But I had a whole ton of cardboard down in the basement, and I got them into little squares. I put it into one bin, and I brought the bin up as a whole, as opposed to the cardboard boxes, which would just be like big old bulky boxes. One, we replaced the water heater about a year or two ago, and of course the TV monitor I'm actually looking at right now, that box is downstairs, so I'll be able to condense that. And the best part is if you have a smaller recycle bin or a lot of recyclables, cutting them down to a good size that will fit that bin, you can put more in the bin, and therefore recycle day will be a lot easier, and you'll clear out your garage, your basement, whatever, really easy. So this is the Works WX81L zip snip cutting tool. Charging, it's got a great battery life. I actually bought this in November, charged it then, and then like 2 weeks ago, that's when the battery died. And I've been using it regularly. And then, of course, the battery needed to be recharged. Plugged it into the charger. About an hour and a half or something like that, I was at full charge. Green light came on. Boom. I was off cutting again. So great little item. Great Father's Day gift right here. Because, lots of different things. It's great for a lot of different people. And having around the house for Christmas time, for just to open up packaging that, like I said, that plastic packaging, that's a pain. This thing, butter. Now,
What did you just say?
All right, let's move on from there. Speaking of TVs, oh wow, I didn't realize that I was on this. So we're on Prime Day deals. It's Prime Day. It's Prime Day. It's coming now. Cha. Toshiba. There are some Fire TVs available, and this is a very popular Fire TV, the Toshiba 43-inch. They also have a 32-inch. They also have, there was at one time, I don't know if it's still around, but they do have one at 50 inches, and there is a 55-inch, but I don't know if that's on Prime Day deal. But has Fire TV in it, so you can connect to all of your favorite apps and programs. Unfortunately, these live streams, I don't think they are on Fire TV. They're not in my Amazon Prime. I couldn't find them Prime Video anywhere. We got to change that. I want to be able to play on your big TV through your Fire TV app. Of course, I suppose if you call up a browser or something like that, and then you kind of cast it to the TV, I could be on your big screen. But of course, then you also want to have it close by because all the deals are down in the carousel down there or over there, and that's important too. So what do? I don't know. Anyway, this is a great deal. This is great if you don't have a smart TV. Maybe your flat panel TV doesn't have Fire TV in it or any of the other smart TVs in there. Great time to upgrade to Fire TV. This is a 1080p version. I know that they also have 4K versions that are going to be on Prime deal as well. And you can even watch some will even allow you to watch the new HDR10 format that's been out the last year. It's a step down from Dolby Vision, which is like, I think it's 43 million colors or something like that. Don't quote me on that number, but HDR10 is something like 27. It's not as many as Dolby Vision, that's for sure, but more than the eye. Your eye will see that. You'll see the difference. You'll watch some of these shows that are in HDR or Dolby Vision, and you'll look at them and go, wow, this is amazing. This is not my CRT TV from 1990. And I had a really good CRT TV in 1990. It was 27 inches. And yeah, you could watch anything on. That was awesome. This. Boom shakalaka. So amazing stuff right here. Of course, Toshiba. I've had Toshiba TVs before. Great brand right there. And comes with the remote and all that other stuff. Nice thin thing. It also has a VESA mount. This is a very important part when you're looking for a TV. And this one, I thought this had a VESA mount. Maybe this doesn't. You might be, yeah, okay, that might be these screws right here. So if they are, then if that's VESA mount attached. Let's just let's scroll down to see if it says anything about VESA. Fire TV, more product details. Let's do that. There we go. LED, 60 hertz, 1080p, 3 HDMI ports, so you can put in your game and your cable box and all that other good stuff. And I'm not exactly sure if this one is VESA mountable, but it does have a stand. And there are some great stands out there that you can get to turn the if you want to put it on a wall, you'll be able to attach it in a different way. So let's just let me just do this. I'm gonna click on there really quick and find. It says VESA on it. All right. Well, it doesn't say it in the description, but somebody did mention that that there are VESA, that is the VESA mount screw holes on there. So you should be able to hook that up. If that's not the case, let me know and we'll make that change on there. But great 1080p, perfect for the bedroom, for the family room, for the garage. This is not an outdoor TV, so have it indoor somewhere, maybe a basement or something like that. If you need to watch TV, I'm watching TV everywhere now, and not just on my iPad. In fact, I hate watching it on my iPad because I'm doing other things on my iPad while I'm watching the TV. And I like to have the TV eye level because that way I can look forward. I'm not crimping my neck if I'm looking down at a tablet or a phone, and I can look down on my phone for other things. So if somebody sends an email message, and that usually pops up over the video, that's a little bit annoying to me. So anyway, Toshiba 43-inch smart TV. Once again, they have several different models available. You can always go, and I think they're all in today's deals. And you just have to go to today's deals. And look at this. We'll go, there we are. Look at that. So we have the Toshiba. There's the 55-inch right there. Insignia is the other brand. And they have 24-inch, 43-inch, 50-inch, 65-inch, 32-inch. You get the idea. I am more of a fan of the Toshibas than I am the Insignias. I can actually see kind of a blocking. But if they go into the 4K and UHD realm, maybe that is better. But that's why I promote the Toshiba over Insignia. But you might have an Insignia TV. You might love it. And there you go. You can actually do some upgrades right there. Get the Fire TV version of their lowest price. Looks like just a little bit over $100. And they've added a lot more to the deals there. So crazy. You can find the TV that you want and use right there. So that's pre-Prime Day deals right there, folks. Why isn't that? There we go. Because Prime Day is coming Monday. Sha. Let's move on. Moving right along. Chunky chunk. All right. You guys love the iPad. We're talking about iPads. This is last year's model of iPad, the 2020 Apple iPad. There's 3 versions of iPad out there. The first version is just iPad. Second one's called iPad Air. And then finally, the iPad Pro. This, on the case, is my iPad Pro. 11-inch iPad Pro. They also have a 12.9-inch. It's too big. The 12.9 is too big for me because when you hold it in your hand, especially with the case and the strap here, you hold it in your hand, it's just a lot of weight on there. So 11-inch is perfect for me. But you might go for the 12.9 because the Pro has the XDR screen, the micro LEDs in there. So super high resolution, even better than that one. So, but if you don't want that high a quality, because those are pretty expensive, you can drop down to this level. And that is the technically last year's model, but still the current model of iPad. and that is the 2020 Apple iPad 10.2-inch, 32 gig or 128 gig. Of course, if you update it to the 128, it's going to cost a little bit more, but 9% off right now, which is a great deal. So, are you using multiple cameras, or are you just a phone filming this? I don't know. I could be using this camera. Oh, I could be using this camera. I could be using this camera. I could be using this camera. Answer is multiple cameras. But for this one, mostly I'm using one camera straight on. And yeah, it is not a phone camera. In fact, I have a on Geekazine, I have a gear I use page, which talks about everything that I use, because I do more than just live stream to Amazon. I do a lot of other video and stuff like that. So in fact, that IQ video that I was showing you, that video is going to drop a little bit later today. We did the unboxings on Amazon, and then of course the final product I'll have dropped today, so you can check that out. So thanks a lot, Danny, for asking that question. Feel free to ask more. I'll see what I can do to say. I can tell you that this is the the FDR AX. I have to think about this for a second. AX700 by Sony. Not the AXC700, but the AX700. And it is a great 4K HDR camera, which I use when I go out to do conferences and things like that. I need to bring a camera with me to do interviews. This is the camera I've been taking out for the last few years. So, and the best part is I got the wireless dual lav pack, so I can put a lavalier on myself, put a lavalier on my guest, and it actually routes through the shoe of the camera, so I don't have cables hanging out there, which is really great, really great. So, but anyway, that's the Sony FDR AX700. Great camera indeed. So if you're looking for something, let me know. Of course, you can always contact me and ask what I use. I'll point you to that page. You can definitely, if you got some gear questions, ask me in the chat if you got some gear questions. But let's get back to the iPad. Is a great way, and then you can do Amlies right on your iPad, your Amazon Lives. That's what I call it, is Amly. So you can do a lot of recording with even these iPads. You can get an app called LumaFusion, and it's like iMovie except a little bit better because you can put multiple sources on. You can record everything from the tablet, and then put those scenes into LumaFusion. You mix it down, put in a couple transitions, and all of a sudden it's a professionally made video. And then you can send it out to whatever service you use, whatever stream service or anything like that you can think of. You've got it right there. I got a few people clicking on there. Thank you guys very much. That helps things move forward here. So multiple versions of the iPad. This is the basic iPad, because then you have iPad, and then iPad Mini to iPad Air to iPad Pro. iPad Mini hasn't been updated yet. If it doesn't get updated this fall, I'm guessing that they're probably going to cycle it out. But we'll see what happens. I know there's a lot of people that like that smaller iPad, but it's not as popular as the 10.2-inch iPad there. So anyway, that's that one. Let's move on from here. Another popular, and of course these things are just gonna fly off the shelves because come Monday, I bet you they'll be at outrageous prices. And this is one of them right here. This is the Echo Dot 4th generation. Came out last year. Smart speaker with Alexa. You got charcoal. You have silver, charcoals, glacier, white, and twilight blue. You can also get it with a clock, and you can also get it the kids one, so it looks like a tiger, little tiger there. So, great device. I'm more of the fan of the 3rd generation Echo Dot because this one has like a baseball look to it. The 3rd one is a little bit thinner, smaller. So I actually have one sitting in the corner here. It's perfect. So if I need to turn on lights, I can say, LA, turn on the lights, and boom, lights are on. LA, start the car. LA, get me some food. I don't know. Lots of different things you can do. LA, buy me some more laundry detergent. LA, have Sam Jackson tell me a joke. I can't I can't have him do that because he's going to start swearing. And if you haven't done that, it's kind of interesting. But anyway, the Echo Dot 4th generation, lots of things you can do. You can automate your life easily with the Echo system, the LA system. And that's because, like I said, I don't want your echoes to be activated when I say LA, LA, LA. So, what else do I want to say? Oh yeah, we use this for announcements all the time. If dinner's ready, Jennifer will go LA, send an announcement. What do you want to say? Dinner's ready, and I'm already there because I can smell the dinner, and it's like, ooh, it's ready. Time to eat. There we go. So, anyway, that's a great purchase right now. You might also want to think about holding it off until Monday, but if you need it now, get it now. It's a great price right now. So, all right, let's move on from there. Let's get into some more Father's Day gifts. And yeah, not as much tech, but it is. But it isn't, but it is. And I have a few of these. These are the 3 shelf, excuse me, 3 shelf adjustable heavy duty storage shelving units. They're perfect for a garage. They're perfect for a bedroom. They're perfect for the basement. We have one in the kitchen. Shelves are adjustable. They're wire racks, and of course, they can hold food. They can hold pots and pans. They can hold tools. They can hold anything. I have one in the one's was sitting in the basement, and the reason why I bought that one many years ago was because I was doing a lot of computer repair. Excuse me. I was doing a lot of computer repair. These racks are great for holding computers. So this is a tech helper right here. This is something that'll help my tech grow and put stuff on the shelf and categorize it and everything like that. So these are great adjustable, heavy storage, so you can put a lot of weight onto here. And of course, they're nice metal. They will rust after a while, so if you have them out in the rain, yeah, it's going to go bad and start rusting up. But they could go for years. And of course, you can put wheels on the bottom, roll them out. You can get extra shelves, and then get 4 shelves, 5 shelves, 6 shelves. It's just crazy. So, somebody goes, I see you know your tech. Is it worth upgrading from an iPhone 8 to an iPhone 12? Oh, that's a good question. The answer is yes. And what's your opinion on the AirPods Pro? There's the AirPods Pro. Let's start with the first question. Let's give you an answer to that. The iPhone 8, I have 3 phones. I have my 12, I have my previous, which is the 10X Pro, and then I have the 7 Plus. All of them run the current version of iOS. The camera on the 12 is far better than the other 2. Actually, I think it's the same as the 10, but the front camera is better than the other 2. And of course, you have the super wide mode that's the Pro model, Pro Max model. So it's got the ultra wide, and then the wide, and then the close up lenses. So 3 lenses on there. Whereas the 8 only had, I think, 1 lens. Technically 1 lens that went in and out. So if you're looking for a good camera with a lot of good functionality, the 12 is perfect. They have the thing called LiDAR. So I can sit here and I can open it up, and then I can start moving it around, and it'll start mapping out the room in a 3D model format. And you got to do a lot of working around the edges and things like that to get the whole room. Unless it's a basically empty room, that's going to be easy. But if you have like couches and things like that, you got to walk behind the couch to get it. And then you can put it up on your phone, and you can just move it around like a 360. Well, it is a 360 image, which is crazy. So upgrading from the 8 to the 12, I think that's a good time. Actually, Jennifer did that. She was on the regular, just the smaller 8, and she went to the 12 Pro. Not the 6.4 12, but the smaller 12. And she really enjoys the camera. She really enjoys everything. Excuse me, I got a little bit of hiccups here. Going up from even from the 10, I was very happy. And for me, usually I skip a year. So when iPhone it won't be most likely iPhone 13. It'll probably be 12s. And in all reality, this iPhone is something like iPhone 27 or something like that. I don't have, there's so many versions and so many other people or other variations of the phone. I mean, just this last one, you have what, 4 different variations. You had the Pro, the Mini, the iPhone, the Pro, the Pro Max, something like that, 4 or 5 different ones. So, yeah, it's basically. I think you get an idea of who Jennifer is. So let's move on from there. But thank you very much for the comments and questions. Feel free to ask more questions in the chat. That's what I'm here for, to give you tech ideas and answer the questions. But remember, there's that follow button up there. Feel free to smash that and be a part of the what I call the Scony Nation, because I'm from Wisconsin and we're called Sconies. So be a Scony geek with me. So all right, let's move on from there. You guys, when I bought this, I didn't expect this to happen, but you guys love this so much. This has been on the top 10 list of my purchases on my channel, and that is this nice little TV stand. It's kind of a little inception here. I'm showing the TV stand on a TV on the TV stand. How crazy is that? Let's hear it for it. Yeah. All right. So anyway, this is. Let's move that out already. This is the mobile cart from Pearl Smith. Mobile TV cart with wheels, 23 to 55 inch LCD. So those Toshiba TVs up to 55 inches will work perfect on this thing. But I bought this for the studio. But I started thinking about it. It's like I can take this and roll this out into the other room. Let's say I want to go out to the garage and do some work. I can take the TV out to the garage with me. It's a smart TV. It's wireless. So I don't need to be hooked up to anything except for power. And so I can roll it out to the garage, open up the garage door. Nice summer day. Can be sitting out there, TV watch some sports, watch football or baseball or whatever, and just enjoy. Maybe I'm doing some grilling. Maybe I don't know, lots of different things, but I could definitely take this out there, roll it back, take it down to the basement, move it anywhere I want. This is not just for conference rooms or offices or anything like that. And a lot of nowadays, our offices are more at home than they are in the office. In fact, you might have even, I've had a few friends that said, hey, I just found out that my office building got sold because now we're all working from home. And they have a smaller office, so you could go in and you get a satellite desk. So you basically share it with everybody else, and then go in and work there. But then the majority of your work is at home, and that's pretty cool. So you guys have been getting this like no tomorrow. I appreciate that very much. Thank you very much. So, and thank you to that customer that just started following. I appreciate it. Feel free to ask more questions as we go, because that's why we're here. Let's move on from here. This one, you saw one of the cameras. I pointed to it, and yeah, it had, it was this camera right here. Yeah, you see my messy studio, but this is the OBS Bot Tiny PTZ webcam, AI powered, and I got another one right here. I actually have 3 of them because we did a video on taking 3 of these and actually making a multi-camera segment out of it. Look at how small this thing is. This is crazy small. And it doesn't do a full 360, but I think it's like 270 or something like that. And then it can go up all the way and then down all the way. I just realized the film is still on this lens. Well, that's interesting. I use this for stuff. So, and it could go all the way down here. But it's got a 2x, not optical, it's got 2x digital zoom on here, which means that it'll zoom in a little bit, but it is all through the computer, through digital enhancement for the zoom. I usually have this camera that I just showed you. It's usually pointed down at the desktop. In fact, I'm going to do that right now with the software. Works on Mac, works on PC. and USB enabled. So it's got a USB-C plug outlet, but you can definitely plug it into a USB-A. And now that I have it more pointed, so there we are at the desk, and you can see me. I might need to do a little bit of adjustment on here. The other way. But it also has gesture control, which you can turn on and turn off. So I have the gesture control locked right now, but I have two options. I have the zoom. So if I turn that on and I do this, I think it's on. Is it on? There we go. Now it's unlocked. So I think if I do this, yeah, there we go. Now it should be following me when I move ever so slightly. Let's zoom it in so it'll have a better area to work with. So now it's following me as I go. Let's weird it up. There we go. So if I go like this, it'll follow me. And then if I do this, it'll zoom out and then it'll zoom back in. Kind of. Supposed to. Showing that it's going to do it. Anyway, we'll zoom in that way. But the whole idea is that it's a great little camera, multi-gimbal camera. Has a little magnetic base on the bottom, but you can definitely, it also has a tripod mount, so you can put it right in front of you. Great for conference calls, great for doing live streams like we're doing right now. You can hook up multiple to the computer and then have it run through like OBS. I have it run through Wirecast or vMix for that matter. These are what are called software switchers. So you can go from camera A to camera B to camera C, and then be able to run a show. So these are great cameras. They're great gifts, and they're great deals right now, and they're very popular. A lot of people have been getting these. So check it out, OBS Bot Tiny. They also have they're also working on a crowdfund right now for a device that does the AI ability, but then you can put your own camera on top. Mostly smartphones and GoPros and things like that, but you can choose your camera at that point. You won't be able to zoom in and out, but at least be able to follow you. So I could actually set this up where if I had a whiteboard behind me, I could stand up, walk over to the whiteboard. It would follow me to the whiteboard. I'd do my writing. I'd turn around. I'd move around, and it would follow me there until I held up my hand and said, "Hey, stop," and it would do that. And of course, like I said, you can lock that. So if you have it set, you can have one set to a certain position and another one that'll follow you around. So pretty cool stuff right there. That's the OBS Bot Tiny PTZ webcam, AI powered for full 1080p webcam. It works. There was only one issue I had with it, but I think the latest firmware actually fixed it. And that was if I had it in a fixed position and I went out, let's see what happens. I go out of frame like this. Oh, I still have it moving. So let's lock that up. There we go. So now, oh, it's still following me. That's interesting. But you saw that actually it's still doing the lighting changes, and I needed to not do that. Got to stop. There we go. Now it should lock up. There we go. So, and you see the mess over there. Apologize. But anyway, the whole point is that that you can set that up to have some fun, lock it up, and then stay stationary, have it move. Somebody else raises their hand, then it can start following them, and a lot more. OBS Bot has been doing this. I saw their first version, which was a lot bigger camera, at CES 2019, I believe it was, and I was very impressed with what it was back then, and it's grown to a lot more nowadays. So check that out. It's once again great for conference, great for live streaming, and things like that. So let's move on. Here's another Father's Day idea for Father's Day. Speak like that. There we go. It is Mr. Oculus Quest 2 advanced all-in-one virtual reality headset. They have a 64 gig model, a 256 gig model, and it's one you guys have been really looking at this one. My brother actually bought the Oculus Quest 2 like 3-4 weeks ago, He called me up and says, "What's your handle, man? I want to let's go play some games." And it's like, "Oh, here it is." And yeah, you can find me Geekazine, I believe, is my Oculus Quest handle. I think you use however you log in. But really cool stuff. The best part is I can hook it up to my PC, play some games on the PC, use the Oculus cable, which is a fiber optic cable, to the headset. And we've been to some of these game places, especially in Korea. VR stations are very popular in Korea, and we went into like the escape rooms. So we get put into a room with a divider in the middle, and Jennifer was on one side, I'm on the other side, and then we're trying to solve things. And what's cool about the game is that let's say there's a ball in my room, I could pick it up and I could put it into a service hatch or a hole in the wall where she could pick it up and then use that ball for something else. And we had to figure out how to save some little girl from I guess a ghost. She was a ghost or something like that. Anyway, the whole point is that you can actually start doing this at home. And what I like to do with my Oculus Quest is I've got this. This is a stool height chair. This is an office chair, but it goes up so if I stood right now, it's not much effort for standing. The whole point is that I can roll this back a little bit, put the Oculus Quest on. It's got cameras all around, so it will actually map the area that you're in, and it'll give you safe zones. So if I take my hand and move it out like this, it'll show me that I'm getting out of the safe zone with my hand. So I have to bring it back a little bit. So if I'm doing things like punching, I'm not punching the microphone or the table or anything like that. I have a little bit of awareness with where I am if I'm standing, and that's very important. So you don't knock into walls or anything like that. So anyway, Oculus Quest 2, virtual headset, awesome device. I should have plugged it in, and I could have set it up, excuse me, so you could see from the screen, but I guess I didn't think about that. So anyway, you can check it out. It's available right now. Another popular tech for today. We were talking about UPS backup the other day, and you guys listened, and you guys snapped this. This was on Tech Deal on Monday, because on Mondays I do Tech Deals at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Time. And this was on Tech Deal, and you guys like this. You snapped this up really quick. This is perfect for your home, for any type of emergency situation, because summer's here. I think it's Sunday, summer, and we want to protect our computers. We want to protect our electronics from not just when the power goes out for longer periods of time, but those simple 2-second outages. I have a UPS on my router in the basement, and the cable modem and the router and everything is hooked up in the basement onto the UPS. So if we have that 2-second pop, my internet stays on. I have a UPS hooked up here. So if we do get a more extended situation, I can properly turn off my desktop and get it ready for however long the outage goes. It's got a lot of different abilities. There's a little LCD on the front that'll tell you how much battery juice is on. It's got replaceable batteries. So if you every few years you definitely want to replace the batteries. In fact, the UPS down in the basement is probably due for a refresh on the batteries. This can also do other things. It can charge your phone. It can charge other. I have downstairs on that UPS. I have the router, my cable modem. Actually, I have a couple different routers because I have 2 different internets coming into the house. So I have 2 cable modems, 2 routers, actually 3 routers, and the computer that this goes to. So it goes from my computer down to the basement computer out to you guys. It's a complex system, but I do a lot of live streaming, not just through Amazon, but through other means. And this is a great way for doing that. And plus, I have a 24/7 live channel on multiple networks that you can watch some of my videos on, including Popular Tech. I'll put that on there, and then you can watch it, and you can go over to amazon.com/shop/Geekazine to get all the links, and follow me. Follow me, because that follow button's right here. Right now it's right here, but now it's right here. But it's the same place for you, but it's in different spots for me. So go ahead and smash that follow button. Anyway, UPS, great for outages, great for other things too. This is not a device that you would take out camping with you, but you can have it out in a dry place, like the garage, like the basement, on a shelf, on that rack shelf that I showed you earlier. You could have a few of these UPSs in the computers and stuff like that, and go from there. Thank you, Matthew Rosenberg, for following. See, that's how easy it is. They smash that button, they're following, and then I'm saying thanks to Matthew Rosenberg. So rock on. So anyway, so great item, 1500 of VA right there. I can't think of what VA stands for. Woo, gone. Anyway, it's good for about 15 to 30 minutes worth of power if you have a computer attached to it. If you have something like your cable modem and your router, this could probably go a lot longer than that. So if the power went out for an extended period of time in the house, I would shut down that other computer, and then let the I'd probably turn off one of the internets and turn off the routers there, and then let the other internet just power what I need to do. We can get on our tablets, and then we can even go down there and charge on our tablets and our phones on there. So cool stuff. So Matthew goes, "You're welcome." Awesome. You got a question, Matthew? Ask it in the chat. I'm here to help. So, all right. We're going up to another Father's Day idea, and that is if your father is a gamer and you want to get them a nice gift card. This is also great for the graduate. This is also great for a wedding gift. I don't know. If the bride and groom both like to play video games, this is perfect. So a gift card in multiple denominations for Xbox. They also have them for PlayStation, but this is what's on the popular list this week. Last week it was PlayStation. Next week it could be Nintendo. I don't know. But you can get them in multiple versions. Go ahead and smash that and get those, and you can get some good gifts. And of course, the other thing that you guys have been looking at is that Xbox Series S. The X has been hard to find, but if you need it, it's right there. And yeah, it says currently unavailable. So, but you can definitely check it out. You can start looking at the Series S. I have the first, just the Xbox One. That's all I need. I play games. I play more games on the computer than I do on the Xbox. I've taken my Xbox controllers and hooked it up to the PC. So to me, console gaming, that's not my thing normally. The best part about doing it from the PC is, like I did with Fortnite a week or two ago. I sat there and played it, and you guys watched me play it and talked with me. So that's pretty cool. So, but anyways, Series S, if you want to get a console for you or your family, for the graduate, for a kid has a birthday coming up, Xbox. There you go, right there. Great deal. But if you're a geek like me, this next one is where you want to go for the tech deals for today. Popular Tech for June 16th. This came on one of the lists here. The Galaxy Edge Star Wars Legacy lightsaber. As far as I know, this thing does not emit a glow light, but it's a nice little piece for your mantle, for your bookshelf, for that metal shelf I was talking about earlier. Boom, you can put that on there. I've been building up my shelf back here, and as you can see with the X-Wing fighter, and I got the little prop stand for it, so it's raised up a little bit, and I think I got a little bit more light on it, but I'm still trying to figure out how to light this thing properly. So working on that, but this would be a perfect thing. You want to get it for me? Hey, feel free. Just tweet me, and I'll let you know where to send it. But anyway, this is a great little item. Comes in a little case like this, so you can have it on your shelf, on your mantle. You can get the blade too. So if you do want to woo it around like a lightsaber, you can do so. So you got a 26-inch blade, you got a 36-inch blade. So we've got the Ahsoka Tano. I don't know how to pronounce that, from Clone Wars. I don't really watch Clone Wars. You got the Darth Maul version. So that's got to have two ends to it, doesn't it? Doesn't look like it's got two ends to that one. And it looks like it's got LED lights in there. So when you put on that blade, it should light up light it up. That looks like a single lightsaber, not a dual one. That's what Darth Maul had. Got the Darth Vader one. You want to be like Darth Vader? You want to be the Jedi Temple Guard right there. Different ones. Kylo Ren. Now see, that's the Kylo Ren one. And of course, I'm guessing it might come with those side blades, but then you'd have to buy the main blade. It looks like separate. That's Kylo Ren, and of course Luke Skywalker. That's Luke's, definitely. Obi-Wan's. Oops. And then of course Rey Skywalker. So you got your choice. They're not on. It doesn't look like they're on deal, but there are a lot of people have been snatching these up. So Galaxy Edge, Star Wars Legacy lightsaber, nice little geek item, nice Father's Day gift, and everything like that. So definitely check that out right there. One that is a good Dad's Day gift that's been on the top of the charts for Dad is getting yourself a watch, a Fitbit Charge 4 Fitness activity tracker. Great way. That's taking a little bit longer to go through. Great way for you to get your sleep cycles information, get your heart rate, do some GPS tracking, and a lot more. Smaller, slimmer, so it's not like an Apple Watch or anything like that. So it's more like, this is the Halo, by the way, the Amazon Halo, and that's probably a little bit thicker than that. But I've had Fitbits before. Jennifer's had a Fitbit for many years. It's got a lot of great features to it. NFC connectivity. It can work with Android, and it says Android, but it also does work with iOS, because that's what we had our Fitbit hooked up to. They have their 3 different colors here. They have black on black, they have black on granite, so a little bit nicer, and then rosewood on rosewood, so a little color there if you need to. And then of course I think the prices might change as we go. Looks like it's 33% off, so great deal right now to get that. And yeah, it works with the iPhone, works with the iPad 5 Gen and later, Android 7 or later. Sorry, no BlackBerry, no Nokia, no global sat phone for you. So they can track workouts in real time. They have multi-day battery, can last up to 7 days, which this thing can't. This does if I don't have the voice monitoring on it. But great watch right there. Highly recommend. Another fun little tool for the dad, or for you. I do a lot of wire stripping when I need to run a Ethernet cable, when I need to run a coax cable or power or anything like that. This is the Vice Grip wire stripper. This is one of the popular overall items in the tools. And if you're doing a lot of at-home work moving around your TVs and bringing the cable to the TV, bringing the Ethernet into the office where you're actually doing your live streams, because you want to wire up your computer, because we've all been on those calls where somebody's got bad Wi-Fi and they're just jittery, and you hear this, that they're on Wi-Fi because it sounds like they're auto-tuned, because these little ramp-ups happen like that, and you're like, well, that's weird. But that's usually means that they're on Wi-Fi, because what's happening is the Wi-Fi is establishing a communication. Doesn't matter if it's 5 or 6 or even faster, but it's trying to establish the communication. It's not always talking to each other, so it has to, when you're back on, it has to reestablish that they're sending information, and so this little ramp up occurs. If you were on a wired connection, it doesn't happen that way, because it can be a little bit more stable. You don't have to have that handshake protocol in there. But anyway, putting a wire into a room to hook up to a laptop or a desktop is a great thing. And of course, you can do it yourself. Just get yourself the wire stripper, the cable, and of course the caps so you can plug it in. There's many different diagrams out there that you can find to put your wires together, whether it be Ethernet cables, coax cables, or even power. Of course, you'd want to consult with an electrician if you're going to be doing some work in your house rewiring. But there's a lot of stuff you can do on your own. Like plugs. If you got 2-prong plugs and you want to get the grounded plugs in there, those are easy to replace. Turn off the power in your house, though. So anyway, enough babbling on that. So that's a great gift right there. Here is another great gift that I love. I have these outside my house, and that's the solar lights. 210 LED, 2500 LM. I don't know what LM stands for. Light motion, maybe? And they're motion censored. This one has a remote control to it, too. So if you want to just turn on the light, you can do so. IP65 waterproof, 270-degree wide angle. They have these wings on it, and those wings can bend. So however you want to direct the light, you can do so. I bought one of these. I don't think it's this brand, of course, but I bought one of these 3 years ago because we were keeping the back porch light on all the time. And I knew that was just a waste of power. So I bought this, and I fastened the solar panel, because this should be able to detach. I fashioned the solar panel to where it could get the best sun. And every time that we've gone to the backyard, every time that something has moved in the backyard, they pop on. The only time that I didn't like it was when we were out and we're around the fire pit. And if somebody moves the wrong way, that light might pop on. So the only thing that I wish is that there was a way to turn it off. And maybe that's where this one with the remote control will come in. That'll allow you to turn it on and off. Yeah, there's an on and off and then a mode switch. So I bet you the mode will say, hey, we're out there. We don't want the light to turn on every time we move. And then when it's time to go back in, hit that button. So this is kind of improved to that. And this is a 2-pack of lights. You can have one in the front, one in the back, or a few in the back. However you want to do it. So, and like I said, now I don't have it on constantly, so I don't know when it'll die out. But I do know that I have yet to look at the batteries on the back of that thing. I should probably look at it. Like I said, it's been 3 years. So probably a good idea to check it out and get it going. So, all right, and that's that one. I forgot to click on there. So that's the solar lights outdoor, 210 LED motion sensor lights. And the other thing about this is you don't have to fashion it to the side of the house. You could create a strap and put it around a tree. You could have it, if you're out camping, you could have it set up on a pole. And if somebody gets up to, find the bathroom or something like that, or the raccoons come out, the lights turn on, scares them all away. And then you're just sleeping like a baby in your camper or your tent or whatever. So that's a great use for that. So it's very portable. Does not need to be on the house. If you got a very big backyard, put it on a tree, put it on a pole in the backyard. So if you go to the back corner, at least you got some light to do whatever you need to do. There you go. So what would you use it for? Matthew, Amazon customer, what would you guys use it for? Let me know. All right, last up, Fire TV stick. If you don't have a TV, you don't want to replace your TV, that's okay. You can get the Fire, or maybe you have a TV with a different smart system to it, and you want to have the Fire TV. That's where the Fire TV stick comes in. Small form factor, plugs right into the HDMI port, and then of course it comes with a small USB cable. You usually can plug that right into the USB on the monitor, and then it's all self-contained. And then of course with the Fire TV remote, you can be watching your favorite Amazon stuff right then and there. So Fire TV stick 4K comes. They have the 4-stick 4K, the one with the accessory bundle. the Ethernet adapter, and then with the Luna controller. This is the Luna controller is the brand new controller for games on Amazon. So I don't have the Luna controller. They did do another controller when Fire TV first came out, and I did have that. But once again, I don't play as many games on a console as much. And so, and I know that cloud-based gaming is really starting to ramp up to the point where a lot of your games, you'll just go to a website or go to a service like Amazon, get it from the cloud, play your game, and go from there. Later games, games that are on your tablet or something like that have to go up to the internet to pull that information down, you'll be able to play on the big TV rather than on your tablet in some cases. So favorite games that, like Tetris and things like that you just want to pull up and play, those little diamond where you match three colors in a row or something like that, those games are easily obtainable through something like this. And then, of course, you can turn around and watch your favorite TV shows. And then someday, I'll be on your big TV. I'll be on your big screen, and I'll be going, hi, hello, I'm on your big screen. I'm from the computer. Anyway, I think that's what I have for you here. We got some other stuff here, like the Blink Mini, and let's see. Oh, yeah, if you want to get this cool shirt right here, I got that right down there. You can click on that. I appreciate that much. Great Father's Day gifts, the Bose headphones, another great idea right there. Or I talked about this on Monday or Tuesday, with Tuesday was with Chris Giles, and that's the fun, classic, old-fashioned football game, their retro handheld football game. I had one when I was growing up. Amazing stuff right there. What else we talk about? Oh, this bobber thing. This is still on deal. It's a smartphone, a bobber that connects to your smartphone to help you with your fishing. If that doesn't scream Father's Day idea, I don't know what does. Plus some other stuff here. You can definitely check it all out in the carousel. We got the Bose frames. I should probably get my glasses with Bose frames, because you can get prescription versions of those. But then speakers, and they connect up to your phone, and you can do like walk-arounds and have the phone tell you, this is your street. Oh, okay. Turn left. Okay. And go from there. I don't know. I can't think of it. But anyway, a lot of other cool stuff. Stuff. Did you guys enjoy it? Did you really enjoy it? Let me know. I hope you enjoyed it. So this is all because Prime Day is coming. Prime Day is coming. June 21st, 22nd. Cha! That was a little bit better. Okay. So thanks a lot for watching. If you got any questions, follow me. Very important to follow me. The button right there. Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine. Unless you're watching from on the other socials, you got to go to Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine. You'll see that follow button. Smash that follow button. Smash. Hulk, smash that follow button. It's actually right here. And then, of course, you come to the page, and there's a lot of stuff on this page. Not just me babbling on the live stream right now, but as we go down, you got some of the cool pictures, including that stand that I was talking about with the X-Wing fighter and the shelving system. How I use my Echo Flex. What a great device that is. And then we got some videos. More videos are going to be coming up in the next couple days, so you can check that out, of products that I've done. The popular tech, that's the category right here. And you can click on that, and everything that I just talked about is going to be right there, plus from last week, plus from previous weeks. And then, of course, the other categories I have right here. So definitely check that all out over at Amazon.com/shop/Geekazine. But if you want to get a hold of me other ways, you can definitely do so. Think Magazine, put in a geek. I'm on all the socials. Feel free to ask me questions. Geekazine@gmail.com if you got a request or anything like that. You got a product you want me to show? I do some unboxings as well. So I'll definitely consider that. And remember, smash the follow button right there. And that would be great. So that does it for today. Thank you guys very much. Mondays, 7:30 a.m. Tuesdays, I'm with Chris Giles, and we do a show at 2 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, this show at 4 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays. We will be on for Prime Day. Chris and I will be on for Prime Day. I'll be doing some solo, then we'll be doing some duels. You can check that all out. Just keep an eye. If you follow me, then your phone will tell you when I'm on live, and then you can come join me. How cool is that? So will you come join? Come join. Come join. Come join. Anyway, time to dive out of this whole thing. Thanks a lot for watching. Thanks a lot for listening. I see a few people clicking on stuff right there. Continue to click. Continue. Just watch this. Hit the refresh button, and it'll just play again. And just watch me talk again, because you know you want to. You know you want to. And let's continue this conversation later. So thanks a lot for watching. You guys geek out. Take care. You've been watching Geek Tech Talk Live. I'm Jeffrey Powers.